This podcast is a Radio Mike original production. Head to radiomike.com.au to find out more. Hey guys, Mike here. Welcome to another edition of Mike Talks, the Friday sometimes bonus edition of my podcast that I sometimes do when I sometimes have time. Jack Post is back this week, and this is kind of how I want to run it now. Like just having recurring guests who are my mates and just having chats, but also getting new guests from time to time when they are available and around. I just want to do more stuff talking to other people. Like, I love 20th Century Boy, but I sometimes feel limited having to just talk to myself. So I like getting other people on as well. For the time being, me and Jack are putting our spin-off podcast idea on hold. So Jack will continue to be a guest on my stuff, but we're not going to do like the full-time Jack and Mike show. It's just too much for us to commit to at the moment. But I appreciate everyone who listened. This is a really funny episode, so please enjoy. Very quickly, if you enjoy my stuff, go to patreon.com/radiomike. For as little as $1 a month, you can support me and help me keep doing this. We nearly have 40 Patreons. I just sent out a bunch of free stickers to the $4.50 Patreon tier and above, so please go and subscribe, or a one-off donation at paypal.me/itsradiomike, or head to my YouTube channel, Radio Mike, to see all of these video versions on my channel. I would love, and a bunch of other good content as well. I would love for you to do that. But for now, here is Mike Talks with Mike and Jack Post, Part 3. Enjoy. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Jack and Mike Show, Episode 2. G'day, Jack.
Is this Jack and Mike Show Episode 2 or Episode 1? Because last week was a Mike Talks, and then just before we started, you came in and you were worried that we were doing this on your channel and it needed its own podcast channel. And now you've seen, into the future, and you want Jack and Mike podcast to be its whole thing, get merch made.
No, well, the thing is that this is that last week's one was a pilot. It was a Mike Talks. It was sort of like the Cleveland Show, how I think the first Cleveland Show episode was actually an episode of Family Guy.
Was it?
But I think so. And then they did the second episode, right?
Yep.
The actual spin-off.
But the Cleveland Show was never nowhere as near as successful as Family Guy.
No,
so
it was cancelled.
How long did it last?
I think it went for 4 seasons.
Was it good?
I don't know. I didn't watch much of it. I didn't watch it.
I don't think I've ever seen an episode of The Cleveland Show.
Well, that's what we're doing on Patreon this week. We're reviewing the first season of The Cleveland Show, so we'll be doing that. Look forward to it.
But whatever this is, I'm comfortable for it to be its own podcast feed, for it to live on your world, to be live streamed on YouTube.
Well, it's not being live streamed. But what I was going to say is, I still am doing Mike Talks with other people. That's why this has to be Jack and Mike.
Yeah.
Because I can't every week do Mike Talks with Jack Post. And then, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like a dating culture. It's like you're allowed to see other people in this day and age.
Well, it depends.
You're allowed to date openly and say, I'm seeing other people for Mike's Talks. I might talk to Tom Gleister. I might talk to Sam Pang. I might talk to you.
Yeah. Well, it kind of depends on which girl you're seeing. Because once I was seeing a girl who, despite the fact that we'd been dating for 3 or 4 months, claimed that because we had never had the discussion about being exclusive, that she was technically allowed to see other people until we had that discussion. But then a few years later, I dated another girl who was the complete opposite. She said, well, we didn't need to have the discussion. We were clearly together. You shouldn't have been dating other people. So guys, what is it? What is it?
I thought, and this is from an outside looking in at all the app culture, right? Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, all of that. I thought it was agreed that everybody on there was allowed to be dating multiple people at once.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Until you go, hey, let's make this exclusive.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's fair enough. But I just didn't think in that situation, once you've been, surely, what? So if you are seeing someone for 5 years, but you never explicitly say, hey, should we be exclusive? And then in 5 years, you find out the whole time they've been sleeping with other people and
we
stuff.
never had that conversation.
Yeah, well, we lived together.
We got married.
Yeah, but we never had the conversation specifically about being exclusive, right? So I think there is a point at which, and I think it's, if you're sleeping over at someone's house 3 or 4 times a week, or vice versa. There's a total sleepovers of 3 to 4 times. you're exclusive.
Yeah, I agree with that because it gets to a tipping point where it's like there's not, outside of work and you seeing them, there's not much free time in your week anymore. So if you're going straight from that person's house to go on another date, that's where it starts getting weird.
Are you and Bianca exclusive?
No, we never had that conversation. I assume she's
Seeing other
open
people?
like I am.
Like she's pregnant. You've got a couple other girls pregnant.
But we've never really talked about it.
Have you actually not? I guess when you ask someone to marry you, that's you saying, let's be exclusive for real.
Yeah, I think that's on the onus of the person asking and doing the proposal to say, by the way, I'm in an open relationship that I haven't told you about, but I do still want to get married to you.
Yeah.
At that point, I don't think you can just assume that everything's fine. Speaking of being superficial and apps and everything, can you guys tell anything different about me at the moment?
I think I know what it is, but Pat's here as well. G'day, Pat.
G'day, Pat.
Hi, good to be here. Also, just wanted to quickly chime in. I thought it'd be interesting to know I'm currently learning to use the Rodecaster, so I'd like to apologise in advance if there's any mistakes that are made. I'm learning as I go along. They've given me this wonderful opportunity.
Thanks, Pat. It's very easy. You actually don't have to do anything for the rest of the show.
That's great.
Now that it's recording, you're good.
I just wanted to know quickly, if I turn down the volume on here, is that going to turn down the volume for the record?
No, that's just your volume.
Great.
This is really
is that this knob here?
I don't know. You might have to twist all the knobs until you figure out which one.
Is it too loud in your ears?
It's really loud.
Okay, so twist the knobs. And okay, is that working?
That's doing nothing.
Okay,
as long as you don't touch the faders, you're not going to actually turn the volume down on the microphone.
You need to work this out independently of the show. I think it's the top left knob. I think that's going to...
Oh, that's definitely doing it. Perfect.
I think I know what it is.
So, Pat, you're not even going to guess what's different about me. All you care about is getting the audio quality right and to discuss me.
So, you're currently wearing a T-shirt and shorts and some New Balance sneakers.
Yeah.
But what I think is different about you, and is this right? You're wearing a belt with your shorts? Is that it?
No, I've worn a belt with shorts before.
Oh, okay.
Is that unusual?
No, I thought that was your first time, though. I've never really seen it.
Yeah. Because my shorts might fall down otherwise.
Yeah. We wrote a whole song about it.
Yeah, pants
down in Release the Sounds.
I should be slightly more tanned than I was last week.
Oh.
Am I?
Are you?
I mean, I thought something... I was going to say, did you shave your legs? Because your legs seem a bit different.
I'm naturally very hairless.
Yeah, okay.
Very low hair.
Yeah.
I tried to spend all weekend in the sun because my friend said to me on Friday night, we're like going out for the first time again in 6 months where we're out of lockdown, can see all our friends again. And he said to me, you look very pale.
Oh.
Well, yeah, exactly what I said. Oh,
and so
there's no real comeback. He wasn't even trying to be mean. That's the hardest part. If he was trying to be mean, then I can throw another insult back at him. But he was just saying it like...
It was an observation.
An observation like, oh, there's a green car there. He's like, oh,
yeah,
your skin is pale. So now I've tried to, over the weekend, I would have spent 5 hours in the sun yesterday.
And what did you do? Just sunbathe?
Just sunbathe.
And what have you noticed? Did you put tanning oil on? Or
no oils, because I thought oil's dangerous. I'm also aware of sun cancer and skin cancer, but...
Oh, you're aware of it. I thought you said you were wearing it, and I thought you meant sunscreen.
No, I'm aware of the dangers of skin cancer, so I was just trying to do a bit of natural tanning, and I was hoping that you guys would say when I came in today, look at your natural glow. But I actually think you're more tan than... last week and more tan than me now.
You don't look pale though. Do you think he looks pale, Pat? Actually, you look pale, Pat. Are you sick or are you just pale?
No, he dresses an emo for Halloween. That's why he's like that.
Yeah, Pat came in today with black finger paint on his What are you pointing at?
Should I show the camera?
Oh, it's okay. Pat has black fingernails. He's painted his fingernail black, and I said, "Oh, Pat, I didn't know you were an emo." Now it turns out he just went to Halloween as an emo, but he is wearing all black today. Like, literally.
But now he's like a midpoint emo because he's got black tracksuit pants on and black runners. So he looks like almost like a sporty emo.
You didn't want to at least put jeans on for this? You in tracksuit pants? Pretty casual.
Yeah, no, I decided not to wear the Converse today. I thought that was a bit too...
fair enough, man.
Yeah, a bit too mainstream.
I tan really easily.
Yeah,
So
and you look good, man.
thanks, man. Yeah, this is a new polo shirt, so this is new for me. But I did want to bring.
Why is it so creased if it's new?
I bought it yesterday.
It's creased, like out of the bag creased.
Yeah.
Why didn't you iron it before you
I've
brought it over?
never ironed in my life.
Yeah, I never iron.
Okay.
I actually first time I lived out of home was with my two mates from high school.
Yeah.
And I just assumed you meant to iron. So I got my t-shirts out and like started ironing them, and my friend said, "Why are you ironing like just your normal t-shirts?" And I said, "Oh." I try to think off the spot because he wears a uniform to work, and on the spot I said, "Oh, because this is my attire for work, so it's good for me to iron my t-shirts." But then I never ironed them again after that because you don't need to iron a t-shirt.
Okay, so that's interesting because I have no idea what to iron, right? What is ironing? What does it do? Because once on a TikTok, someone commented, the only thing this TikTok shows is that you don't iron your shirts. And I was wearing a t-shirt.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't understand. So I've never ironed in my life.
I never iron a t-shirt.
What do you iron then?
You should iron a dress shirt if you were going to a wedding
Like
or a
this?
funeral.
Like a polo?
I wouldn't.
But you commented on it not being ironed.
I have to be this close to tell there's a crease in the sleeve. The regular person on the street is not going to be able to tell. I reckon from the video, where the video is, you wouldn't be able to tell that that's a slightly creased shirt.
And so why would you iron a shirt?
Well, I guess a dress shirt should look schmick, shouldn't it?
Right.
Like you would iron a proper shirt, or your mum or dad would iron it for you.
Yeah, mum and dad used to iron my stuff, but
Yeah.
no one ever, this is what they don't teach you at school. Like no one at school ever goes, all right, guys, today we're doing ironing. And the reason you do this is because of this. So I'm just like, why do people do this? Like my housemate irons all his shirts. I'm like,
He irons t-shirts.
no, he has a proper job.
Yeah,
so he wears work shirts.
yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell? What a waste of time.
Yeah, it is, and they're so annoying to do. I only iron maybe once a year if there's a special event.
And I only wash my clothes like every 2 or 3 weeks. I just stack them all up and I'm like, all right, I'll finally wash them because I'm out of undies.
But you only wear it once, right?
Yeah.
You're not wearing undies for more than a week.
No. I just have, I'm more like have heaps of undies.
Yeah.
As
I like
opposed to like having to wash them once a week. I've just got stacks and stacks,
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
a month's worth.
We do. Bianca and I are both terrible at doing laundry, and we're the same. So we let it stack up, and we got this big basket for it, and even that we let overflow in the bathroom. And so we're doing laundry so scarcely throughout our week that we always forget that we put it on, and then it sits in there wet. We even did
gets
this,
stinky.
and it gets that moldy stench
Yeah.
about it, and then you have to run it through again.
Yeah.
And over the
I do
weekend,
that.
we left it for 3 days, so
Ah.
even the second wash didn't get that stenchy moldness out.
Oh, that's disgusting. Anyway, write in your best ironing story. I'd like to know. I actually wanted to start the show with something. Last week, I talked about the My Pet and Me contest.
Yes.
It was a drawing contest that Fraser Moy won. I came third. I just wanted to bring in the trophy.
Oh my god!
The
It's
My-
as plastic and shit as I imagined it would be.
The My Pet and Me 2005 third place trophy. It's like
Can I ask? It's like it's not even anything on the top. It's just like a wreath that you see at like Cannes Film Festival.
Show me.
That thing, that
No,
they
so
put around a movie and they
You know
say,
what I found out that is?
Yeah.
So I think I need to correct myself. Last week I said it was a statewide competition. That's the logo for the Stonington Local Council, of which my school was part of. So it was a Stonington Council
That's what the
competition.
S is.
That's what the S is.
Yeah, but I was referring to these in particular, almost like
right.
a Christmas wreath around it.
Yeah,
that you see
right.
That is synonymous with awards for
Yeah,
whatever
okay.
reason. As soon as an award is mentioned within 2 wreaths, they're like brackets for a great award.
Yeah, okay.
If your movie was nominated for Sundance Film Festival, they'd put the wreaths either side of it.
So that's the trophy. You can
This
see.
sucks. Why do you keep stuff like this?
I don't know. If you go to my parents' house, you will just find so much shit there, which actually brings me to what I really wanted to bring in today.
Yeah.
Because when I went to my parents' house to pick up the trophy, I found something else, and I don't know if this is weird or not, so I want you guys to kind of
Okay.
be the judge on it.
Can I ask
So,
before you get it?
Yeah,
just
yeah.
speaking of trophies, do you have any sports trophies or just nerdy trophies like this?
I have like a few soccer trophies from when I played soccer.
Participation?
Yeah, participation. Not like best and fairest or anything. So, you know, I'm at mum and dad's, and this is something that I haven't seen in a long time. But I do remember it being a thing in my life for a number of years. And I'm pretty sure this is weird, but I'm going to show you guys. So what I've got here, as you can see, is a little heart-shaped gold container. You agree
the size
with that?
of a golf ball.
Size of a golf ball. It's a heart-shaped container. And as you can hear...
I know what that is, and I'm disgusted. If it is what I think it is...
Have I told you this before?
No, but I can hear the rattle. That's teeth, isn't it?
Okay, I wanted you to guess live on air.
Disgusting.
But inside, inside this gold heart-shaped...
Yuck.
Inside this gold heart-shaped container, Jack, I'd like you
I don't want to even look at it.
I want you to open it up. No, it might not even be that.
Fuck that.
It is.
That's fucking disgusting.
In that box is all 20,
Oh.
all 20 of my baby teeth.
Why would you ever need that?
Yeah. Hold it up to the camera,
No,
please.
don't
hold it up to the camera. So those are all 20 of my... Some of them are like rotten and black because they've just been out of my
Careful
mouth
holding
for so long.
that up to the camera because it almost looked like you tipped them out all over.
That
the
is
floor.
really gross. And as someone who actually has kept their baby teeth, that's actually...
So you have kept your baby teeth?
Yeah, but I haven't kept it in a heart-shaped box. I've kept
Where
it
do
in
you keep yours?
an old Coles jar.
Oh, well, that's probably worse because this is pass them back, if you will.
At least this is closed
This
up
is
from view.
opaque. Now, let's
So
have a
yours
quick
is
look.
a see-through glass. Pat.
Yeah.
Yuck.
What would it take?
So what were you saying yuck to? Because you've got him at your house. Did you just hate the quality of his baby teeth?
Yeah, I mean, like, and one of my teeth actually had a filling in it too.
I mean, to be fair, why would you get a filling on a baby tooth?
Because I had a cavity.
But baby teeth just
They're
come
gonna
out.
fall
Why
out
wouldn't
anyway.
they? Yeah, why would you spend all that
Because I was
money?
in immense pain.
But why didn't they just pull it out? It's a baby tooth.
I don't know.
That's such you got stooged on that. Why would you?
Maybe if he was in immense pain, I can
Just pull it out.
Yeah, but you need to chew with it.
How bad was the hole that you were in immense pain?
Really bad. No, I won't get into that.
No, okay. Like, were you eating too much sugar and lollies? What happened?
Oh, look, basically, like that's exactly what I was doing. I was eating jelly babies, and I had them for recess at school. It was the last day of school.
Sorry. Mike went to hand me a handful of these teeth.
No.
This is not a handful. These are all of my baby teeth. And sorry to interrupt, Jack. I want you to hold this part of my childhood.
Fuck that.
This is all of my baby teeth. There are, 20 teeth here. I want you to hold them in your hand on this podcast, and I want to share this moment where
I will do it.
a part of my childhood is in your hands.
I will do it.
You're about to have a child. You may have to do this again someday.
I will do it if you swallow one.
I am not swallowing.
I'll get you a large glass of water.
I might get sick.
Swallow
I'm
one.
not swallowing one of my teeth. It'll probably lacerate my stomach. They're sharp.
All right. So at least
Give me another thing.
I'll do them if you throw them all away after.
Oh, I don't want to.
Why? What do you need them for?
I don't know. I guess when
How often do you get them out?
Never. I just found them at mum and dad's. Like, I guess when I was a kid, I just thought, oh, one day I might need these. And I think this is that day. I think we're at the point in time.
That means you can throw them away after we're done.
Nah, but they're my teeth, man.
What? So what?
Where are yours?
The tooth fairy took them.
But what is so do you just throw them in the bin?
I guess your mum or dad throws them away.
It might be interesting to show my kids this one day.
Why would they want to see that? Why?
Hey kids, this is Grandpa's old teeth. Come and have a look. Feel it.
Man, your kids, by the time your kids come along, they'll have so much awesome stuff to play with. Like, think of consoles and video games, how advanced they are. Their lives will have so much entertainment value. Seeing that will be so shit for them.
No, hey kids, I want to share this with you. These are Dad's teeth. These are Dad's teeth. They came out of his mouth. I think it's kind of special.
One of them, I hate how one of them is blackish at the bottom.
Well, come on, hold your palm out. I'm not gonna. I feel like I have to ask my parents for permission to throw them away. I feel like they don't belong to me. They belong to my... should
But your mum and dad never get them out.
Should we just ring my mum and be like, hey, mum, I have all my baby teeth. Do you want them? Because she might want them.
Like a blackmail. Say, I'm throwing them away unless you give me $50.
Do you want to?
Yeah, ring her.
Well, I don't have headphones. I just realized we're not going to be able to hear it. So maybe we'll do that next week when we're prepared. All right, here we go. So Jack, hold
What do you
your
want?
palm
When I'm
out.
holding your teeth, what do you want me to do?
I want you to jiggle them around. I want you to just jiggle them around and put your fingers all over them and just play with them, right? If you do
This is why I didn't want the podcast on its own feed, and I wanted it to live on your channels.
I will put one in my mouth if you do this.
Okay.
And you get to choose which one. These are like, I'm
Disgusting.
27. These are like, when would I've, I probably
but
lost all my
before-
teeth when I was 10 or 11.
Yeah, you lose them all before 10, I think.
Yeah. So these are like nearly 20-year-old teeth. Ready?
Okay.
All right. Rattling them around. Remember, you need to jiggle and you need to feel. Rattling around. These are very special to me, so please do not make fun of this. All right, the teeth are in Jack's palm.
Yeah. But actually, once you get them in there, it's just like little shells or something from the beach. But
Maybe
these
I
are
should put them on the
man.
No, but the other reason I'm scared to throw them away, because I'm worried if they turn up like in some tip or in the beach, someone will launch an investigation into whose teeth
yeah.
these are and think it was a murder.
Yeah, they might declare you dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jiggle them. You haven't jiggled at all.
Sounds nice against my wedding ring. Yeah. Oh, they actually become a bit powdery. Is that?
Oh,
Ew.
they're powdery.
Yeah, like little bits are falling off. This is disgusting. Just put one in your mouth and let's move on to the
Which
next thing.
one do you want in
This
my...
big guy.
This one here?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I don't really want... I feel sick. I actually don't think I can.
Yeah, do it.
I don't want to.
Live up to your end of the bargain.
I guess they started in my mouth.
Yeah.
I might vomit. I actually might vomit.
No, you won't.
Okay. I'm doing it.
And close your mouth and then open it up and you can take it out.
Do
But
I
then
have to-
don't give it back to me. Oh, this one's so gross.
Okay, put the
Yeah,
remainders back in the tub. And then I'm going to put this in my mouth. I might vomit, guys.
Oh, fuck. I lost one down the couch. I lost one down
Okay,
the
so
couch.
that can stay here forever.
No,
because your dog might eat it. Your dog might eat it. You don't want your dog dying.
Oh, no. Where is it?
All right.
It's in the carpet.
Oh, okay, you got it. You can keep that.
No.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I am going to put this in my mouth, and then we're going to move on to something else.
Okay,
Ready?
go.
Here we go. You have to talk while I do it. You
Okay,
can't-
Mike's got one of his baby teeth. He's putting it in his mouth. Mike has one of his own baby teeth, 20 years old or more, in his mouth, and he's chewing. He's pretending to chew. That's disgusting.
I broke it in half.
Did you actually?
I've broken it in half.
Oh, no.
I actually feel like I might vomit. Put it away.
Sorry, I think I need to throw them out.
Throw them
I
away.
think I'm throwing away my teeth after this. Oh, I feel sick.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. So that's just a little thing I thought I'd bring.
Will you keep the little box or will you just throw them away?
Can I spit into something?
Yeah, just go and spit outside, I think.
All right, you commentate.
All right. Well, I don't have to comment. Pat, let's just talk about the most disgusting things we've ever seen. That's mine. What is it for you?
I think this might take the cake.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, I feel better now.
Pat, to one-up him next week, you should put all your teeth in your mouth.
Nah, that's okay.
Okay.
Or you should knock out one of your teeth for the show, for content.
Knock out one of your teeth and Mike will put it in his mouth.
Okay, so interesting, because what I planned to do was actually hand you the thing and get you to guess what it was, but you seem to just know that it was teeth.
Yes, someone I work with keeps their baby teeth. That's what made me think of it as soon as I heard that rattle. She even kept the umbilical cord of her baby.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. Like a shriveled up bit of like skin and
The umbilical cord should never see like more than a day of the light of normal life.
What do they do with the rest of the cord? Like
The what?
the rest of the cord. So, you know,
Well, you might find out.
yeah, I guess I will. But
Yeah.
when I was a when I was a kid, I had much younger brothers and sisters. So I remember them being babies and their umbilical cord for like the first 3 days, it sticks out like a big belly button outie. Did you know that?
No.
Oh, maybe they don't do it like that anymore, but like they cut it like a thumb's width away from the belly and then it stays there and then it just falls off. So that was the part my coworker kept as like a memory of like the umbilical cord of her daughter.
That is disgusting.
But what do they do with all the rest of the cord? Because the cord's quite long, isn't
They
it?
just throw it in the bin.
No.
They do. That's like when I got my appendix removed. I was like, where is it? And they're like, it's in the bin.
Just like in the corner of the room.
I mean, maybe they have like medical waste or something, but what else would they do with it? They just dispose of it.
Yeah, I guess so.
I remember in Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the younger brother, that they had the same thing in it. Like, oh, his umbilical cord stuck out, and there was a whole thing about like, oh, it fell out one day and we never found it.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, that's like Mike's teeth. I saw one that I dropped down there by the couch, but I can't be convinced that it was only one. There could be another one down there. Can you do a count?
No, because one broke in half, so I won't
now
know
it looks
which
like
ones
two.
that. Yeah, it looks like 2 teeth. Anyway, I kept all my teeth. Now I might throw them out because I've used them.
Speaking of this trophy that you got last week, hey, is this the one that broke and then you got it
No,
again?
this is a replacement of the broken one.
Yeah, right. Because I was telling Bianca about that, how you had the trophy in your bag after school, and then as all the kids were running out in the hallway, one of the kids stepped on your bag and broke your trophy. This reminds me of a story when I was in primary school, and all the bags of our classroom used to hang up in what we were in a portable. They used to hang up on the other side of the wall to where the class was. So you pass all the bags as you went to the toilet.
Outside?
On the outside, facing outwards. So if you were going to the toilet, you would go through that hallway and no one could see you while the class was on. So I want a bit of an honesty session from you guys about stealing and the worst things you did as a kid, because as I was walking out of class one day, my friend Gab, who's still my friend to this day, had his folder for his Lion King collectible cards sticking out the top of his bag. So not like unlike your trophy, like I could see it breaching the bag as I was going past it. So I took it out and I stole some of his Lion King cards.
And are they worth anything today? Like,
probably not. You never hear people talking about Lion King cards. You do
because who is there? Like Simba would be a shiny. Like everyone would be a shiny because there's only like 10 characters. Like then you'd have like Zazu.
I don't think there were any holographics, but it wasn't.
Right.
It wasn't like a Pokemon card where you get stats on it. It was like a scene from the movie.
Oh.
So the one I actually stole was Simba getting held up by Rafiki at the start of the film.
That's probably the main moment.
But not even that was holographic. That was just regular. But
I've just had a look on eBay quickly. The most there's a pack of 10 here, and they're selling it for $3.
Oh, let's get them.
Actually, can we buy that? I would be interested to see them.
Can you just buy it? We'll pay you.
Yeah, all right. We'll do it as a business expense.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, actually would
get
be
them for
interested
next
to
week.
see them again. But $3, so does that mean someone's kept them for 25 years and unopened? That should be worth way more than $3.
Are they unopened, Pat, or are they? Oh, Pat's scrambling.
No. They're they are loose.
But how much would you like? I've
they're
never even
loose.
heard of Lion King cards.
Yeah, well, I guess because they didn't become like we did collect Pokemon cards afterwards, but Lion King cards sort of predated Pokemon. So it went for us: Lion King cards, Footy Odd Bods. Did you have those or no?
I remember Oddbods vaguely.
Yeah, and then we went to Pokemon cards. And we had a shitload of Pokemon cards. I still maintain that we had one of the original Charizards because we got it in the when Pokemon cards were brand new.
This actually reminds me of because you asked about stealing stories. I think I owe someone an apology because one of my friends who I'm like still mates with today, and he went to like primary school, so he was in prep with me through to year 12, and he grew up on the same street as me, so we were really close. And so his name's Tom Cooper.
Yep.
And when the first Pokemon movie came out, right, when you went, or maybe the second one, you went to the cinema, and when you got your ticket, they gave you like a promotional Pokemon card.
Right.
That was like a Mew, and it was like...
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Everyone was like, oh, it's the rarest card ever, but it's like, no, it's not. Every kid that sees the movie gets one. It's not rare at all. But then, I actually don't know how this started, but ours went missing, and then I don't know why, but I think my brother, for no reason, just said, oh yeah, Tom Cooper stole it. And like to this day, I still remember saying to people, "Oh yeah, we used to have the Mew card, but Tom Cooper stole it." But like, I don't remember Tom Cooper like ever being at our house and like seeing the card and being like, "Oh, that's cool. Where'd you guys get that? Oh, you get it if you go to the movie. Cool." And then like swiping.
Waiting till you go to the bathroom and then going. So anyway, I gotta get going, but nice to see you guys. See you, Mike.
Yeah. So. Yeah, in my mind, the reason we don't have that card is because Tom Cooper stole it. but I don't think Tom Cooper ever stole the card. Maybe he did. I
Add
don't
Tom
know.
Cooper to the list of people we need to call, Pat.
Yeah,
whenever we get the phone
we do
system
need a
up.
chat to Tom Cooper. But as far as stealing, like I never stole as a kid anything. Like way too
Worried
way
you get in
too-
trouble, or just generally good morals?
bit of both. But unless you count, like I've pirated thousands of movies over the years.
They tell you not to do that.
I know, but
It's
you
like
know,
the same as
piracy
stealing a
isn't
car.
theft. It's not really, is it?
It's like they say it's the same as stealing a car. Remember?
It's not though.
Yeah, that ad was lying. It's like stealing, like you wouldn't steal a car.
handbag.
You wouldn't steal a handbag, but it's not really the same because you're making a duplicate of it.
Well, someone said I wouldn't steal a car, but I'd download one if I could.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're just making a duplicate. Like you are still stealing
Yeah,
the
but s-
possibility that that person's not getting paid for the art they created.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
But-
Someone's not.
But there's
getting-
no victim in terms of like someone's now missing their car.
No, but you didn't pay to see the movie
Yeah.
when. Yeah, so
Wouldn't it be? Would you still have stolen movies if, say, every time you downloaded The Grinch, it meant somebody who paid for The Grinch lost it?
like the DVD.
Yeah.
Yes. Probably like because you can't-
Really? 'Cause then
Yeah.
that is like stealing a car because somebody is a victim and now they don't have the Grinch
Yeah,
anymore,
but
and they paid full price for it.
If you're rich enough that you have the Grinch on DVD, out of all the movies you could have on DVD, you got, is it Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
you got Jim Carrey's The Grinch. You've got too much money. You need to find better movies to watch.
Do you think Grinch is a bad movie?
I don't think it's a good movie.
No, Grinch is good. Have you seen Grinch?
Yeah, I've seen Grinch. I watched it last year, and I have like no memory of ever watching it, but I really did enjoy it.
It's good.
Did you watch the
it
new
again.
one or the Jim Carrey one?
No, the How the Grinch Stole. Oh yeah, the Jim Carrey one. Jim Carrey. I did start watching the Benedict Cumberbatch one, but I just stopped after 20
I
minutes.
completely missed that. Benedict Cumberbatch
That's
is a
the
new Grinch.
That's the new one.
Yeah,
It's like an animation.
animated, same studio that did the Minions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, Jim Carrey actually had to do the makeup and fur and everything.
Well, Cat in the Hat, I think, was the better Dr. Seuss adaptation with Mike Myers.
Now
That's
that
a classic.
That was bad.
No, that was good.
Was it?
Yeah.
I remember that being bad.
No, me and my mate Cragsy used to watch it all the time.
Okay, Pat, have you seen Cat in the Hat?
I have. That was one of the very first movies I ever saw. I remember I went to see it at Hoyt's Northland with all my cousins. And I have my only distinct memory about that movie is that at the time, the staff used to like theme the box office around whatever movie was coming out. Like when
That
finding.
still happens.
No, they haven't done that. I've been back. They haven't done it since.
Oh, they do that all the time.
Okay, well, you mean like the cardboard cutouts and stuff?
No, I'm not talking about the cardboard cuts, like the box office. So, for example, when Finding Nemo came out, they had a little.
Everyone was underwater. And they're like,
Yeah, they made it like into an.
the computers don't work on the air. The computers don't work. No, sorry, Pat, go on.
No, that beats my story.
No, you know, I've worked at Hoyt's and I have no recollection of changing the box office into an aquarium or anything that looked like the movie.
Really? Yeah, because Finding Nemo, they had like a little fish tank with like clownfish and whatever Dory is. When Cat in the Hat came out,
Yeah, we
everyone
had
was wearing.
decorations, sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just the management at the time. I remember when Cat in the Hat came out, everyone wore those like Cat in the Hat hats, the big like red stripy one.
Well, that
What
makes sense.
year was that? I actually think that I might have been there for that.
Really?
I can't believe I was working at the cinemas when you saw your first
That
ever
would have
movie.
been like 2000.
Wait, hand 2003, 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked in Hoyt's 2005, 2006.
I was
so maybe
gonna
didn't
say-
wear
It
the hat.
came out again.
Yeah.
it just came out
Or we
twice.
everyone loved wearing those hats. It's like, hey, that's a couple of years old now, but we love the hats.
It might have been 2005.
Can you look it up?
We should look it up.
No, it was definitely 2004, 2005.
I can pretty much name
It's 2003.
every film that came out in 2005, 2006.
Okay.
Because I worked at Hoyt's during that time.
Okay, name two.
No, all right. How about, okay, yeah, I will. The Departed,
No idea.
yes, it did, and Four Brothers.
I've never heard of
Yeah,
either of
I didn't
those
say
movies.
that they would
I
all be
guess that-
blockbuster, most popular films ever.
I guess that just shows how many bad movies get made.
You don't know if Four Brothers is bad.
What's it about?
I never saw it, but
Yeah,
Mark
well-
Wahlberg's in it. He's one of the brothers.
Okay. Well,
Say any movie from about the 2000s period, and
Well,
I'll
no.
tell you if it is or isn't.
which Pixar films came out in 2005 and 2006?
Okay.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, great question. I'm happy to think.
Because I know.
Yeah, it's not a fast database, but I'm just... No, it's better to do it like this. You tell me a movie and I'll say yes or no, was it in the cinema?
So easy. Okay. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, the first one.
No.
Yeah, well, that's easy. Of course it didn't.
No. One of the Harry Potters was... I can remember... I'll tell you which one.
Which Harry Potter came out?
The one where they go to the dance.
That would have come out in 2005.
Yep. There you
Yeah.
go. See, what a skill.
But that's not a skill, because what you're saying is, like, name any movie, and I was like, it's like, it'd be better if what you should know, what would be a skill that would be worth testing is, I name a movie, you tell me what year it came out. Not, I name a movie, you tell me if it came out in these 2 years.
No,
I reckon I could do that. You name a movie, I'll tell you if it came out in 2004 or 5.
Okay. Vanilla Sky.
Yes, that came out in 2004 or 5.
I don't know.
I've never even heard of it. I'm going to look it up.
While you're doing that, I actually have something very similar. Last year during the second lockdown, I was so bored. I went through every movie released in Australia in cinemas from like 2003 to like 2019, and I made a list of every movie I've seen in cinemas. I have the list right here. Like if I passed you, and I've written down, I've written down which cinema I saw it with and who. Sorry, which cinema I saw it in and who I saw it with.
This is actually really interesting, because I was going to bring this to the show as well, and I talked to Pat about it.
But we can play... So that would have 2005 and 2006 in it, right?
Yeah.
So you can play, choose any...
But Mike, can I just say my skill that I was going to bring
All right,
up?
okay. All right. You say yours, and then I know exactly how to play the game.
So my skill that I actually told Pat about, that I was not going to bring up this week, but now I will.
Yep.
On my Letterboxd, which is a movie social media network, so you just log all the movies you've seen.
Yep.
You can choose any movie that I've logged. There's over 800, and I can tell you where I saw it, who with, and like general circumstances around.
That is pretty crazy.
I
I can't
wondered
believe
if
you've
it
even seen over 800
So,
movies.
for example,
Shit.
the Simpsons movie, I saw it in 2007 at Victoria Gardens Shopping Centre, Richmond, with Tom Craggs and Josh Walker from my school.
And may I add, it is a 2005 or 06 film.
No, it's
Incorrect, 2007.
I just said that. So at least now we know whose skill is worth.
I must have still been working there at 2007.
Next week, do you want to... We'll
I
test
think it's
all our skills.
2006.
It's 2007.
Pat,
I was definitely in
Pat,
year
can we
7.
verse each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pass your list, Pat.
Yeah.
No. I want to first check whether the Simpsons movie came out.
No, it's 100%
It's
2007.
100% 2007.
I must have gone to a preview screening in 2006.
Like 6
Yeah,
months
before the movie was made.
No, I'm trying to think of other ones, but like, say a movie, I'll tell you who I was with when I saw it. And I can do multiple viewings.
The 40-year-old virgin.
Yep, saw that on TV when I was probably around year 8 or year 9, just at home watching it on TV.
With mum and dad?
Nope, just by
Brother?
myself.
Okay.
Nah, just by myself. Name another one.
Polar Express.
Polar Express went on an excursion in grade 5 for Christmas to IMAX, and the whole class saw it there. There you
I
go.
Am Legend.
Saw that with a guy called Ben Griffiths from my school, probably around the time it came out. I think it was the summer of either 2007 or 2008. Saw it with Ben Griffiths at Victoria Gardens Shopping Centre as well.
Is his name meant to be Griffiths?
Yeah,
Or
Ben Griffiths. He's now
No,
a-
but it sounds like you're saying T-S at the end.
Griffiths.
Griffiths,
Yeah,
yeah.
He is now a music composer in South America for TV shows.
Okay, this is actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Can you two try me? I'll just try it random and see if I can do the skill.
Okay, The Shining.
Have seen it. Where would I have seen that? On TV, obviously not at the cinemas.
Yeah. I don't think you have it.
No, I don't.
Name one more movie.
No,
movie.
give me one more. and then
Okay.
something more recent.
Okay. Toy Story 3.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yep.
At the cinemas,
Yep.
probably.
So you
I
don't,
don't have
it.
the
So I'll
skill.
give you another one. Watchmen. Saw it at Victoria Gardens Shopping Centre.
No, you can't choose the film.
With
You-
Declan Holland, and at one point he punched me in the face because I was being silly.
during the movie.
Yeah. I think I was like distracting him, and he was just like.
Do you talk during films and stuff?
Sometimes. No.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I would never remind me to never go to the movies with
Name
you.
one more. I'll give you my letterbox.
No, I'll just name one out of the blue.
Okay. I'll get it.
Stuart Little.
Oh, really tough. Really tough because I've seen that probably 7 or 8 times as a kid. I reckon it came out around 2001 or 2. No distinct memory of seeing the film.
Okay, but if you watched it a lot, I guess that muddies it.
Yeah, definitely would have watched it at home at points in my life.
Crazy Rich Asians.
Haven't seen that.
Okay. The power is
Crazy
wearing off.
Stupid Love, I have seen. James Jeremiah's birthday party, whatever year it came out, saw it at Chapel Street Jam Factory in Director's Suite with a bunch of other people who were at the party.
Must be nice. Wow.
No, James Jeremiah paid.
He paid for the whole party.
I think so. I didn't.
Rich friends. All right, Pat, let's see your list.
Cool. I'm just going to chuck this
Also,
over.
how long have we been going for, Pat?
39 minutes.
Oh, shit. I've still got one thing I want to do. All right, Pat.
So is Pat going to play...
Yeah,
See
so
if he can do what you can do?
So yeah, just
Well,
give me
I
the...
mean, he's already written it down last year, so he'll definitely know.
Oh, well, let's just do Spy Kids all the time in the world.
I saw that at...
game.
I saw that at Knox. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say anything where because there's some that say, "Oh, I saw it with this person." If it's blank, I probably saw it with my dad because that's where I've seen the most movies with.
Great.
Spy Kids 4, I saw at the Knox Village Cinemas.
This is Spy Kids all the time in the world.
Yeah, that's Spy Kids 4.
Well, you haven't listed it as such.
Well, Spy Kids all the
What if someone got hold of this list and didn't know which one to call it?
Spy Kids all the time in the world, the 4th installment in the Spy Kids franchise, I saw at the Knox Village Cinemas with my dad. And
Rating out of 10?
like a 5.
Okay. Avengers Age of Ultron.
I saw that in 2015 with my friend Jasper. We saw that again at Knox in Village Cinemas.
You guys are so good.
Interesting, because here it says that you saw it at Knox. You did see it with Jasper, but someone else was there that night, Pat, and you didn't mention their name.
Matt?
Well, was he there?
Was
because
he
he's
there,
written
Matt?
down here.
He's forgettable.
Now, I'll tell
Poor
you,
old Matt.
He's a friend of my friend.
I saw the Avengers Age of Ultron at Melbourne Central with Sean Livingston Ward and Jackson. Oh, what was Jackson Taylor, who worked with me at Dan Murphy's Q. Sean invited me along.
And I worked at Hoist Melbourne Central, and that is not a movie from my time there in the 2005-2006 period.
If that's crack, that's
Sorry, I just threw Pat's phone back to him. Before we finish...
Wait, I want to at least get one. You guys keep going and keep saying movies until I at least get one movie that I can remember where I saw it.
Okay.
And people can try this at home. This is actually a fun game. I'm going to play this with my friends.
Regular segment. Okay. Shrek.
Yes.
Cool.
I know where I saw Shrek, and I have an interesting story as well for it.
Cool.
I saw Shrek in Amsterdam in the Netherlands.
There you go.
And they had...
Wait, why were you in Amsterdam?
In 2001. We went to see my grandparents' hometown.
Right, it was a family trip.
It was a family trip. Yeah, I wasn't just on a Kentucky tour. As a
you were like
12-year-old
10.
boy.
Yeah, I'm just finding myself.
We saw it at the cinema, and they had an intermission halfway through the middle of Shrek.
You've told this before
Yeah.
somewhere.
Really?
You've told this on something before.
I might have told you.
Yeah, you did tell me.
Because I know you love Shrek.
Now, I'll tell you mine, because I was only 6, and this is how good my memory is. Saw Shrek at Doncaster Shopping Centre with my brother Dan and my dad and my cousin David. And David was the oldest cousin. So he was 8 years older than me and Daniel, right? And we loved him. And I actually remember that night, David made this great joke. This is, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
David made this joke. He said... You know that show Everybody Loves Raymond? I'm going to change it to Everybody Loves David because we loved him so much. I'll never forget it. That's the night I saw Shrek.
That is actually pretty funny.
It's pretty funny. All right, can I finish up with just one thing? And I want this, if possible, I'd love for this to be a recurring segment on the show.
Okay.
Because I think everyone's got a couple of these. Pat, is your phone okay?
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, cool. We kind of touched on it last week. What is just send in the dumb stuff your dad did, because there's so many of these, and I've got 2 banked up, so
Okay.
I'll do one next week.
All right, go for it.
This, I genuinely think that this is one of the funniest things ever that my dad actually did, right? And it's a short story. It's basically a one sentence.
Where should people send stuff, by the way? Like,
either of us on Instagram.
yeah,
or,
just my best way to get stuff is just DM me on Instagram.
Yeah.
I was going to say, should we set up an email account so people can get back to us?
No, I did that for my last podcast. I never checked the emails, and then
I'll check them. Do you want to just make Jack and Mike at gmail.com?
I can check.
But we don't know if it's available. Just send them
I'll just make the next best thing.
Yeah, but just send them for now to either of our DMs or radiomikepod at gmail.com because I'll get them there. Send in your dad moments.
Yeah,
Now.
and also send in movies from around the 2005 era that might or might not be from 2005, and I'll guess whether it is or not.
Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one.
Curse of the Black Pearl.
Because
I think we definitely one of the sequels, yes.
Yeah.
The first one, no.
Okay, well, I'll say to loop it back, I saw that at Tom Cooper's birthday party. It was a sleepover. We watched it on DVD.
That's when he stole your Pokemon card.
Well, I can outdo you with that. I saw...
Wait, sorry. He saw Jack Sparrow stealing all that treasure and just thought he had to get in on it. Sorry, Pat.
I saw... Wait, this is the third one, right?
First one.
Oh, never mind. Didn't say that.
All right, from now on, anytime in movies ever mentioned on this show, you have to say if you remember where you saw it.
Yeah, which I will. So Tom Cooper's birthday. Anyway, doesn't matter. So
what'd your daddy do?
Stupid stuff your dad did. Send him in. We might get you on the phone even if you'd like to talk. So this is as simple as I can put it. I tried to think of how I could tell this story the best, but I think the best way of telling this story is just by coming out right and saying. And I can't stress enough how just insane this is. My dad fell asleep mid-conversation with someone. One-on-one conversation. My dad fell asleep.
Sitting down, standing up,
Sitting down. So Mum's friend came over. And Mum was cooking dinner. This was a while ago when I lived at home, but I've only ever heard this story from my mum, but I trust her. So Mum's friend came over and Mum was cooking dinner, but Dad was home.
Yeah.
So Mum's friend was like sitting down, at the table while Mum was cooking dinner, and then Dad was like, "Oh, hey," and he sat down and like started talking to her, and. Yeah, just mid-conversation.
Do you have any idea what they were talking about or what the conversation was?
I do. So she was telling him about how her house flooded and they had to like stay at a hotel or something.
Boring.
So Dad's just like sitting there like listening like, yep. And then all of a sudden just goes... It literally head down, falls asleep. Is there any greater insult?
That is so disrespectful to anybody having a conversation with.
There is no worse insult to someone than falling asleep midway through a conversation with them. Like any other setting. Imagine being at a party, you're just having drinks. Yeah. And like, what do you do? Like,
do you keep talking? I guess you just go like, I'll just let you rest. Because there's not much else you can do.
Because do you wake them up?
I wouldn't. I'd let it go because if you wake them up, it sounds desperate that you want to talk about what you're talking about. Like, hey Mike, sorry, you fell asleep.
Just telling you.
Anyway,
yeah, sorry.
So the water was up to my toes. Mikey.
No, sorry, that was just really boring.
No, I haven't finished yet. Hey, you awake? Yeah, anyway, so it was damn wonderful.
But then also, just for perspective, it wasn't even like 7 o'clock. It was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like, what would you do, Pat, if someone fell asleep while they were talking to you? What would you do?
I'd probably just stop talking.
But what if it was like, you were at coffee with someone and they just fall asleep while you're talking? Would you be like, I'll get the bill?
If you're in public, you got to wake them up. But I reckon in the safety of their own home, you can let them rest.
To be fair, I think like the friend, it was like a pop-in, so they didn't organise to come over. So it's like, hey, look, you came over. We wanted to nap, but you've come over.
I actually feel I can feel for your dad here only because I feel like I'm always tired, especially at night, and doing early hours of the morning, and I only wake up at 4:30, and I know people wake up way earlier than that. But even on Friday night, going out for the first time again in ages, I feel so tired. And it was like 9 o'clock, and it felt to me like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
and just
right.
trying to like seem interested in somebody's conversation it can be a real stretch. But I don't think I'd ever get to the point where I actually fell asleep.
It's like, how just out of it do you have to be to just be like, yeah. Like, because like if I'm in that situation, my brain is going, you can't fall asleep.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how tired you are.
Or maybe you have one of those micro sleeps where your head pops back up straight away and you're like, whoa.
But even that's rude.
Even
Like,
that's super rude. But the fact that he didn't even bounce back and he fell into sleep.
actually falling into stage 1 sleep.
That is amazing.
So has your dad topped that? Let us know. Even if he hasn't, send in what's a stupid, what's
love
just
that.
the funniest thing your dad's done? That's what we want to know this week. Jack, any plugs?
Yeah, I'm watching Succession. It's great. You can watch it on Binge or Foxtel.
Mm-hmm. And I am watching. I'm watching this. Oh no, we gotta finish.
Just plug whatever you want to plug.
No, just go and check out all the stuff that I do. This podcast was a Radio Mike original production. Head to radiomike.com.au to check out all our other content, stay up to date at radio.mike on Instagram, and get in touch, radiomikepod@gmail.com.